and needs a personal plan. That's why you can count on the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, to understand your unique needs and goals. Whether you want to make the most of the money you have, save for a comfortable retirement, or plan to leave a legacy, the Mirius Group can help you realize your dreams of today and tomorrow. Call the Mirius Group at 304-263-4343. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267.
The following sports broadcast is a special presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. It's time for the excitement of West Virginia high school basketball. Today's high school basketball broadcast is being brought to you by
Smallwood and Small Insurance, 121 Administrative Drive, Martinsburg. Cider Press Restaurant, just off exit 5 Inwood. Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring, 6342 Winchester Avenue, Inwood. Chris Ross with Milestone Realty, 105 Tavern Road, Martinsburg. The Mortgage Center, 115 Aiken Center, Martinsburg. Dynamark Atlantic Security, your local alarm professional. Ollie's VIP North Side at 36 Veronica Drive, Martinsburg. Arndt McBee Insurance, Martinsburg and Berkeley Springs. And D&N Auto Specialist off Tavern Road, Martinsburg.
And now, let's go courtside and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
Hello and welcome to Spring Mills High School for high school girls basketball between the Musselman Appleman and the Spring Mills Cardinals. This is Colin McLaughlin here on my left, and to my right is Jim Klein, our cameraman. This evening is John Alderton, and back at the studio is Matt Crawford. Sorry about that. About 13 seconds to go here in the JV game, and it will be varsity action again between Musselman and Spring Mills. Spring Mills entering tonight 1-3, and Musselman 2-0. Let me introduce and open it up to my broadcast partner, Jim Klein. Jim, how are you tonight? A surprise for us this week. Didn't have this originally on the schedule, but here we are.
Yeah, good to be here this evening. A 50-24 Cardinal victory here this evening here for the JV. It'll be interesting to see how the varsity team plays out, how Musselman responds to the way their season ended last year.
As we're getting ready here, as you just mentioned last year, let's take a little glance at last year's meetings. In the regular season, Musselman won January 2nd, 48-45, and then as well on January 23rd, 48-28. So Musselman had the edge there in the regular season, especially in that last regular season game, beating Spring Mills by 20. But then on February 25th, Jim, it was Spring Mills getting the upset in sectional play. They won 59-58, so those regular season games didn't matter. Spring Mills became section champions, went on in the regional game, won that as well, and headed the states, in which they lost to Parkersburg at the state tournament, and that was their third time making the state tournament under head coach George Gosk, who I talked to and you'll hear from later on here in the pregame show.
Yeah, it's in the madness of March. I mean, this is a great time of year to be watching basketball. I was watching Jeremy Schopp talk about the Maryland-Michigan matchup last week and the fact that the standings or the odds on a team winning 3 in a row against a competitive team is very difficult. So, Spring Mills, they pulled off the big upset on February 25th, but it's a new season, over a year from that last victory, and it'll be very interesting to see how that plays out this evening.
Yep, as this game, new to our broadcast schedule, it was brought to our attention, I believe it was Sunday night. I got a text saying, hey, this game's going on, let's do it. So here we are. Originally, the only 2 girls games that we had scheduled for this week was going to be March 18th here also at Spring Mills. That one was going to be against Martinsburg. We still have that. That is Thursday night Pregame starting at 7 p.m. Tip-off scheduled for 7:30. And then March 20th at Saturday, it's going to be Hedgesville at Martinsburg girls basketball as well, with pregame starting at 3. So it's a full week here for Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV10. 6 games, 3 of them are girls, 3 are boys. So if you love basketball and you're ready for March Madness like I am, I know Jim is as well. Both of our teams are in. Maybe later on we can see if you filled out your bracket yet. I know I have, so hints there. Get ready for that, and we can talk about that a little bit later. But right now, it's Spring Mills taking on the Musselman Appleman as the JV game ended, and both varsity teams are out here on the court. Let's take our first 2-minute break, though, and when we come back, we'll break down this game's what we think they need to do, some numbers, some different stats as well, and get into more, just talk about basketball. It's a full week. It's been a fun week as well. Maybe give some other hints into our other broadcasts, but 2-minute break. This is high school girls basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV10.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Craving lunch or dinner? The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving. Awarded one of the 101 most unique places to eat in West Virginia, the Cider will fill you up with their delicious fresh orchard panini, mouth-watering smoker burger, farmer's daughter Cobb salad, and more. The Cider Press also serves a wide selection of craft beer and hard ciders. The Cider Press, serving lunch and dinner daily and where the food is fresh. You'll feel right at home. Now offering online ordering at ciderpressdeliandgrill.com.
All right, Matt, when it comes to flooring, you can't beat luxury vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. They'll take care of you with great selection, service, and pricing.
Whether it's hardwood or luxury vinyl, call Trips at 304-229-7009.
Or visit tripsfloorsanding.com. Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078.
Spring Mills High School, it is girls basketball presented by Smallwood & Small Insurance, as well as the Cider Press restaurant off Exit 5 there in Inwood. Tonight's matchup is the Musselman Appleman going up against the Spring Mills Cardinals. A little bit of a change, though, this year for our listeners and viewers tuning in. This is not a sectional game anymore. This year, the WVSSAC changed classifications up just a little bit. So now this is a Class 4A regional game. Both of these teams are in Region 2. So I'll break down the new section for you, as originally West Virginia only had 3 classifications: single A, double A, triple A. I know you being from Maryland, you're used to 4A, so this isn't that big of a change for you, Jim, but it is for here in West Virginia. So Region 1, you have Brooke, John Marshall, Morgantown, and Wheeling Park in the first section of Region 1. In Section 2, Region 1, it's Bridgeport, Buchanan Upshur, Preston, and University. And then it's Region 2, which is what the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference is under. Section 1 is Hedgesville, Martinsburg, and Spring Mills. And then Section 2 is Jefferson, Musselman, and Washington. So no more Hampshire. They are still in AAA, so those Jefferson County schools don't have to worry about them anymore. So it's still the EPAC but the regions changed up a little bit, and then it's 4 regions, 2 sections in each one. So even though these two teams saw each other in the sectional championship last year, this year, playoff-wise, it wouldn't be until the regional championship with going to states on the line. Do you have anything to add in here, Jim?
Yeah,
Just
sure.
what you're looking at pregame-wise here?
Spring Mills, they look so lean, athletic. This is their home turf, so they've got to come out and they've got to be assertive. They've got really nothing to prove. They won this last matchup. Musselman, on the other hand, I think needs to come out and be aggressive. Musselman can't. I don't think that they can fall behind and expect to play confidently. So it'll be very interesting to see. You don't want to miss the opening. I can't say opening tip, Colin. It's so frustrating to me. You can't miss the opening handoff. I mean, what am I supposed to say?
Yeah, I know Matt, they like to make baseball references from it. Crawford will always say that the away team starts with the ball, kind of like in baseball. And then Matt Miller will always sarcastically add in, does that mean the home team gets the last shot?
Yeah, I mean, Miller
It is different.
You're right. I don't buy it. We talked about this at the Berkeley Springs at Hedgesville game last week. Don't like it. Don't buy it. Can't wait to get back to some normalcy. If you can post up, if you can body on the box, run a zone, man-to-man defense, there's no reason why you can't have a tip-off to start the game. One tip-off to start the game.
Yeah, because unlike the NBA, whenever there's a jump ball, it goes with the possession arrow. NBA-wise, they do an actual jump ball still. So, as you said, it'd only be one jump ball, and that'd be to start the game. Musselman last year, 14-9 overall. This year they are losing Division I player Janiyah Fargo, including 2 seniors of Allison Burdett this year, who was All-Area Girls First Team last year, and Jordan Kerr, who made All-Area Second Team last year. So far, Musselman, they're 2-0, as I mentioned earlier. March 5th, they went down to Greenbrier East, Governor Jim Justice's team. They dominated down there in Greenbrier, winning 70-45. And then March 12th, they played Sharando and won that one 53-39. Yesterday, they were supposed to play at Sharando, but last week we got word that due to the Virginia winter sports season, high school-wise, already taking place in Frederick County, which all those Winchester teams are in, opting out of it and deciding to play now, Virginia was like, hey, you can't do that. You're now a club team. And the WVSSAC looked at that and said, whoa, we don't like that. We're no longer playing these Virginia schools. So their season's done because they were only playing West Virginia schools. So just like that, they're done. And all the Virginia games between these West Virginia teams and them have all been canceled. Jim, if you can look here at the notes that I gave you, you want to go over just the things with Spring Mills last season and their current schedule.
So Coach Goss, it's his 6th year, last season 10-13 overall. I'm not sure that 10-13 record matters at all tonight, especially since they lost the first 2 games to Musselman and then came back and then had that nice run in the state tournament before losing to Parkersburg. Spring Mills lost 6 seniors, including Jada Brooks, who averaged 18 in her senior season. So it'll be interesting to see how they answer for that loss of scoring proficiency here this evening.
Yep, and they are 1-3, as I mentioned. March 3rd, they opened up its season. They lost 56-40 against Frankfort at Spring Mills. And then March 8th against Millbrook, they lost 60-41. March 11th against James Wood, they won 47-45, so a close one there for the Applemen. And then their most recent game was March 13th at Frankfort, in which they lost 77-52. We'll take another 2-minute break here, and when we come back, we'll hear from both teams' head coaches. Again, back at the studio, a 2-minute break. This is high school girls basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move. mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Craving lunch or dinner? The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving. Awarded one of the 101 most unique places to eat in West Virginia, the Cider will fill you up with their delicious fresh orchard panini, mouth-watering smoker burger, farmer's daughter Cobb salad, and more. The Cider Press also serves a wide selection of craft beer and hard ciders. The Cider Press, serving lunch and dinner daily and where the food is fresh. You'll feel right at home. Now offering online ordering at ciderpressdeliandgrill.com.
Ollie's VIP Northside, the best spot in town to catch any game locally or nationally on one of their many flat-screen TVs around the bar or on their heated patio. And on Wednesday, March 17th, the VIP wants you to join them for some of their fantastic St. Patrick's Day specials, including grilled sea bass or Rob's Ridiculous Reuben with cornbread and cabbage. If you can't make it for dinner, they're also offering half-off appetizers during happy hour from 4 to 6 p.m. That's Ollie's VIP Northside at 36th Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. We'll see you for the game.
Carpet World is more than just carpet. Carpet World specializes in a complete selection of hardwood floors by respected names like Armstrong, Bruce, Shaw, and Mohawk, and tile by Dowell Tile, American Oleum, and Mannington for all rooms in your home. And Carpet World can update your bathroom shower with very attractive ceramic tile walls and floor. Financing with up to 12 months deferred interest is available, along with experienced quality installation at Carpet World, 2330 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. CarpetWorldofMartinsburg.com.
Back here at Spring Mills High School, 6 minutes to go until the opening tip between the Spring Mills Cardinals and Musselman Appleman. This is Colin McLaughlin. Alongside me is Jim Klein, our cameraman for this evening's John Alderton, and back at the studio is Matt Crawford. So about 6 minutes to go here, and I was going to start with Musselman's interview since they're the away team, but it looks like head coach A.D. Elliott kind of wandered off, and just so that we have the head coaches on the camera, let's start off with Spring Mills. I'm going to do the best I can here to get you the interview with head coach George Gosk. See if it's working here, as it looks like I'm having a little bit of issues with the dongle, so I'm going to try to play it through the crowd mic here the best I can. So let's see here how that works.
Last week. Jim. And so, I think we've got wave down John and point to George Goff. Moving forward, we just continue to look to get better this season.
So instead of having back-to-back games today, since yesterday's game got canceled against Durham, teams rested up. How are they looking pregame-wise?
I think we're ready to play. We had a good practice yesterday. I think we're ready to play. We got Martinsburg on Thursday and Washington on Saturday.
Says it sounds bad, so as it sounds like we're having some audio issues with it, so we'll just end that as we're being told back at the studio. But I apologize for the audio issues. We're doing the best that we can with it. About 4 minutes to go here until the opening tip, so we'll take another 2-minute break for back at the studio, and then when we come back, we will go over the starters that we have and get to our keys for the game. This is high school girls basketball and talk radio, WRNR and TV10.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender. All right, Matt, when it comes to flooring, you can't beat luxury vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. They'll take care of you with great selection, service, and pricing.
Whether it's hardwood or luxury vinyl, call Trips at 304-229-7009.
Or visit tripsfloorsanding.com. The Art McBee Insurance Agency is proud to be a sponsor of EPAC Basketball. We're an independent insurance agency representing many top insurance companies. We offer home, auto, business, life, and health policies. Call us at 304-263-6906 or stop in at 824 North Queen Street in Martinsburg for a no-obligation quotation. Offices in Martinsburg and Berkeley Springs.
This is Ben Copenhaver, your local alarm professional at Dynamark Atlantic Security. Did you know that home break-ins are 6% more likely during the day? That's right. The bad guys know when you're away, and they are smarter than you think. Dynamark Atlantic Security has the security solutions for you. Don't commit the error when the game is on the line. Phone me today at 304-671-2158 to learn how to play good defense against the bad guys. Dynamark Atlantic Security. Call today at 304-671-2158.
Back here at Spring Mills High School for tonight's varsity girls basketball matchup between Spring Mills and Musselman, presented by Smallwood and Small Insurance and the Cider Press Restaurant right off exit 5 in Inwood. This is Colin McLaughlin alongside me. It's my announcing partner throughout all girls high school sports here in West Virginia, Jim Klein. Cameraman John Alderton. Back at the studio for this evening's game is Matt Crawford. And yesterday, the top 10 came out by the Associated Press for Class 4A, and I'm going to run it down for you. First place is George Washington, and second is Morgantown, third, Cabell Midland, and fourth is Martinsburg, fifth is University, sixth is Huntington, seventh is Wheeling Park, eighth is Greenbrier East, ninth is South Charleston, and then in 10th is the Musselman Appleman. Both teams' starters coming out. We will try to see here who it is for Musselman. It sounds like first starter is number 1, a 5'7" senior, Allison Burdett, along with senior 5'7" Constance Ritchie. Musselman tonight in all green with white numbers and white letters. Number 5, Haley Jenkins, is the third starter. She is a 5'5" senior as well. Followed by number 11, Zoe Bullock. She is a 5'3" senior. And the final final starter tonight for the Musselman Appleman is number 12, Kira Bennett, a 5'7" junior. Spring Mills tonight in white tops, black shorts with black numbers on the front and back. The starters tonight for the Spring Mills Cardinals, 5'9" senior number 13, Ella Jones, who was just called out, followed by number 15, a junior, 5'9", Ashaya Domer. Number 23, a 5'8" sophomore, Maya Griffin. Number 24, 5'7" freshman, Faith Bush. And then the final starter for the Cardinals, 5'9" junior, wearing number 42, Emily Cole. That is both teams' starters. Any final thoughts for you, Jim, before the national anthem?
Yeah, you know what? We didn't get to hear Coach Elliott's interview. And what he said is we're only thinking about the future. What he said is the past is behind us. Now, let me tell you something, Colin. You and I sitting here together, a couple of our closest friends, there's no way these juniors, this year's seniors, are not thinking about last year's contest.
As we'll take a 2-minute break here for the national anthem. This is high school girls basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office. Stage, nursery. Sorry, Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandSmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Ollie's VIP Northside, the best spot in town to catch any game locally or nationally on one of their many flat-screen TVs around the bar or on their heated patio. And on Wednesday, March 17th, the VIP wants you to join them for some of their fantastic St. Patrick's Day specials, including grilled sea bass or Rob's Ridiculous Reuben with cornbread and cabbage. If you can't make it for dinner, they're also offering half-off appetizers during happy hour from 4 to 6 p.m. That's Ollie's VIP Northside at 36th Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. We'll see you for the game.
Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Back here at Musselman High School. Spring Mills High School. It's Musselman with the ball. Top of the key is Bennett now with it, kicking it down low to Bullock. Zoe Bullock at the right block with the first 2 points. Musselman with an early lead. Spring Mills in white, Musselman in green. Cole with it now, passing it back over here to Bush, back to Cole. Down low now is Jones. Jones shot up, blocked there by Bullock, and it will go out of bounds and be Spring Mills' ball. 7:28 to go here in the first. Might have started a couple seconds late again. This is Colin McLaughlin. Alongside me is Jim Klein, high school girls basketball. Spring Mills against Musselman. Musselman up 2-0 as, it was Musselman's ball. They break the full court press here. Coming now is Allison Burdett. Burdett picks up her dribble, passes it over to Ritchie. Ritchie shot from the free throw line off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Cole for Spring Mills. She brings it up the court herself. Looks like she might go coast to coast. Kicks it down in the right wing to a teammate who goes in on the right layup. Up and good by Maya Griffin. 2-2 now is the score here in the first.
Good layup off the wrong foot. Great break in the press.
Full court press here by Spring Mills like we saw from Berkeley Springs against Hedgesville, as it is now Ritchie with the ball. Ritchie getting it back to Bennett, who kind of had possession, and it looks like she twisted her ankle as well, and a travel violation will be called. Looking at her coach, though, A.D. Elliott, and she shakes her head that she is okay, so she'll stay in the game. It'll be Emily Cole throwing the ball into point guard Faith Bush for Spring Mills, who's guarded closely by Haley Jenkins. The pass looks like it was tipped into the Musselman JV bench there. It'll remain Spring Mills' ball here early in the first quarter. 2-2 is the score.
Yeah, good defense. Hands in the passing lane, like to see that. Moving their feet quick. Quick hands, not reaching, playing good defense.
As both teams just adjusting now. And it looks like another tipped ball there on the inbounds, and it will remain Cardinals' ball.
Yeah, Bennett knocked it out of bounds. Looks like she recovered from that little twist.
Ball this time inbounded here at the top of the key. With it now is Domer. Domer kicking to the right wing. Shot up, and that is off the mark. Shot was from Jones. Rebounded, though, by Cole. Back to Domer. Now at the top of the keys, Griffin. Kicking it back down low here to Bush. Bush back to the top of the key, swinging it to Domer. 3 ball from the left wing, off the front of the rim, no good. Another rebound for the Cardinals. Shot up there by Ella Jones, a layup on the right side, and she is fouled with 6:14 to go here in the first. 2-2 the score remains.
Yeah, Bullock with the hold. Bullock's not going to let her take that layup. That's good. I like to see that tough, aggressive defense in the low post.
That is Zoe Bullock's first, team first. Free throw up here by Ella Jones off the back of the rim, and no good. Jones, a 5'9" senior from Spring Mills. Dribbles very low here with her right hand before taking the second free throw. That one up around the rim and good, her first point, and giving Spring Mills a 1-point lead. Full court press again here by Spring Mills. Musselman bringing it around the horn and breaking the press now is Burdett. Gets it down low, left side layup by Bennett. No good, gets her own rebound, puts the shot back up, and that is good. 4-3 now, Musselman leading Spring Mills.
Hey, both teams trap defense, exact same defense.
Ball stolen here, down low, wide open for Burdett. Went up on the right side with a layup, and that was off the mark, rebounded by Spring Mills, who dodged a bullet there. That was the first time Musselman got the press to go. Ball now with Domer, and that is tipped out of bounds again by Musselman.
Yeah, Musselman's come out emotional. They're playing well, good defense, very scrappy, and it's unfortunate that Burdett missed that layup. But
I believe that was the third deflection for Jenkins. 5:35 to go here in the first, as it's now Jones with the ball, kicking it down to the right wing for Cole. Back at the top of the keys, Domer, who walks, so it'll be another turnover on Spring Mills Musselman ball. Two crosstown rivals finally meeting again after a close sectional championship last year in which Spring Mills was victorious. Musselman's Jenkins with it, getting it back to Burdett, who hands it back to Jenkins. Top of the key now is Ritchie. Ritchie passing it down low to Burnett. Burdett misses the layup off the backdoor cut from the right side, rebounded by Spring Mills Cole, who hands it bounce pass wise to Faith Bush.
It looked like that old Princeton offense.
Left hand layup off the rim, no good there. Shot up by Jones, rebounded by Bullock. Now with it is Jenkins. Jenkins passing it back here to Bullock. Bullock back to Jenkins now on the right wing. Top of the key is Burdett. Burdett driving into the paint. Layup up, air ball, but she is fouled there by two Cardinals. Let's see which one they call it on. 4:35 to go in the first. Appleman leading the Cardinals 4-3. Will be a shooting foul going to the line is Allison Burdett. That foul will be on Ella Jones for Spring Mills, her first, team first. Burdett's first free throw up and good, making it 5-3 now for Musselman. Burdett, a 5'7" senior, as some substitutes coming in for the Applemen. Burdett dribbles a couple times. Second free throw up. That one's true as well. Musselman's lead now 6-3. Full court press again by the Applemen. Spring Mills now on the right side is Griffin. Griffin kicking it all the way to the left side. Now back at the top of the key is Bush. Bush dribbling it, trying to go in the paint. Left side layup, coming back to the middle, off the rim, and backboard, no good. It'll be tipped out of bounds there by Bush, and it'll be Musselman ball. Full court press getting set up here for Spring Mills. Burdett with it, giving it back to Bullock. Bullock slowly dribbling it. This might be a 10-second issue if they can't hustle. Ball now with Ritchie. Ritchie pass intended for Burdett, tipped out of bounds. Great hustle there by Emily Cole.
Yeah, that 2-2-1, they're leaving too many offensive players in the backcourt. They need more space to be able to pass the ball.
Zoe Bullock passing it here to Constance Ritchie, who gives it over to Haley Jenkins. Jenkins now at the point, getting pick set. Gets it down low to Constance Ritchie. Ball taken out of her hands by Kieran Cole. Cole passing it back and forth now. The ball is with Maya Griffin. Maya Griffin giving it to Domer. Domer over to Bush. Bush back to Emily Cole, who dribbles to the top of the key. 3:36 to go here in the first. Down in the right wing is Faith Bush, who dribbles it back to the top of the key now. Ball almost stolen there by Burdett. Wide open now is Griffin going into the paint. She tries to get a layup up, but it's fouled hard and goes down onto the court. 3:24 to go. Musselman still leading 6-3.
Yeah, Spring Mills was using Cole to set picks at the free throw line, and never once did she establish the pick and then turn and open towards the basket. The backdoor cuts there for Spring Mills.
That foul on Patience Ritchie, her first, team second. It's the first free throw up and good there by Maya Griffin, giving her 3 points of Spring Mills 4. Second free throw up off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Ritchie. Quick transition offense here, kicking it out. Right wing, shot, fake. Passing it back around the horn now. Ritchie with it, giving it to Burdett. Burdett almost had the ball stolen from her, but back to Constance Ritchie, who goes in for the right-hand layup, and that one is good. So Musselman back up 8-4 now.
Yeah, see what happened. The missed free throw, couldn't set the pick or the trap, and here you are in a situation where off the miss, Musselman does.
We had a wild throw there from half court over to the right side, and it went into the Musselman bench. So another turnover by Spring Mills. It'll be Musselman ball. Shia Domer, the point guard for Musselman now. Dribbles to the right side and will be fouled, looks like, by Taylor McIntyre. That'll be her first, team third. I only had 2, that's why I was double checking there. Is Domer with it, trying to pass it here to Bennett. Three-pointer left side, airballed by Jenkins. Rebounded down low by Burdett, and it goes out of bounds off Spring Mills. Kieran Cole, Musselman ball underneath its basket. 2:41 to go here in the first. 8-4, Musselman leading Spring Mills.
Can't face guard the inbounds pass.
Burdett with it at the top of the key, driving to the right elbow, and she's fouled as well. Let's see who the foul is on as we await to hear from the referee. Looks like it's Ashaya Domer with her first. I have it as team third, but the scoreboard operator has it as team fourth. Bounce pass in here. Down low is Burdett on the right side. Shot up no good. Rebounded by Spring Mills' Faith Bush. Bush passes it to Griffin, who quickly brings it across the half-court line. Guarded closely by Jenkins, going to the left side now. She's going to try to put up a layup, but a foul is called as Patience Ritchie trying to plead her case, saying she got ball, but the foul is going to be called on her. That is her second, team third, and entering the game now is Constance Ritchie for her sister. High school girls basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, presented by Smallwood and Small Insurance and the Cider Press Restaurant. The ball inbounded, shot up here, blocked, but quickly rebounded by Bush. Right elbow shot up no good, rebounded again by Spring Mills. Third shot up no good, rebounded, and they're having a jump ball as it was going back and forth between Bush and Cole trying to make shots. Possession arrow will remain with Spring Mills, though.
Take the lid off of it. Man, Spring Mills, 3 shots from the low post.
It's the same issue that Hedgesville boys saw last night against Hampshire, which they were victorious 32-31. Ball inbounded here to Domer. Back to the top of the key. Three-pointer up by Taylor McIntyre off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Musselman. It is Allison Burdett bringing it quickly across the court. Guarded now, handing it off to Ritchie. Ritchie giving it back to Burdett. Burdett dribbling it in for a layup. Passes it down to the right block to Bennett. Back out now. Jenkins on the right side. Posting up now is Bennett on the right side. Kicking it back to the top of the key is Constance Ritchie. Musselman will slow it down here with 1:44. Burdett calling a play. Wide open now is Bennett. Let's see if she takes the three-pointer. She will not. She'll pass it over to Jenkins, who will take the three from the left wing. No good. Rebounded there by Taylor McIntyre. McIntyre wearing a black mask, the only one on the court wearing a mask by both teams. As she passes that out of bounds, it'll be Musselman ball underneath the defensive side of the basket.
Yeah, Bennett caught the ball twice, once on the low post, once farther from the basket. Never showed any type of triple threat. No look to score or created an offensive presence. I'd like to see her be a little bit aggressive next time she catches that ball in the low post.
Kayla Fitzpatrick at the point now for Musselman. Hands it off to Burdett, who dribbles with her right hand at the top of the key, giving it to Constance Ritchie. Ritchie passing it to Bennett. Bennett wide open down low is Lindsay, who should have just shot, but she took one dribble, and that gets rejected, but it will be Musselman ball.
Yep, gave the defense time to react. Good call, Colin. She should not have taken that dribble, gone straight up strong.
Fakes the pass in now, trying to find somebody. Ball stolen, saved right back into the hands of Fitzpatrick, who kicks it out to Lindsay. It's Musselman ball, but the ball is stolen by Spring Mills. 2-on-1 opportunity. Long pass, right side layup, swatted out of the hands. Shot up this time. It is good by Faith Bush. Her first 2 points. 8-6 now. Spring Mills trailing Musselman under a minute to go in the first. Slowing it down now is Allison Burdett, trying to call a play. Four girls, lined up right at the free throw line to the 3-point line. Play now into the hands of Lindsay at the top of the key. Left wing three, almost looked like it was tipped off the front of the rim. That shot was by Burdett, rebounded by Spring Mills. 23 seconds to go. Quickly bringing it now is Maya Griffin. Three-pointer left wing side, shot up way too hard. Shot was by Kieran Cole, rebounded by Spring Mills. Another shot back up, tipped back and forth. Stolen now by Musselman. Coming down the court quickly here is Fitzpatrick. Wide open right side three, no good. Rebounded by Burdett, but we'll have a foul called with 4.9 seconds in the first. Musselman 8, Spring Mills 6. That foul is on Ella Hawkins, her first for Spring Mills, sending Fitzpatrick to the line to shoot two. Fitzpatrick first shot up, off the rim, and no good. Colin McLaughlin alongside me is Jim Klein, our cameraman for tonight. John Alderton. Back in the studio is Matt Crawford here on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV10. 5'9" freshman Kayla Fitzpatrick. Second free throw up. That one is good, making it 9-6 now. And whistle blows as the clock started before the inbound, so it should be 4.9 seconds back on the clock as they fix it now. It went down to 3.3 after that free throw. Full court press set by Musselman. Inbounds here to Maya Griffin, who's dribbling it. Takes a three-pointer off the back of the rim. No good, and that'll end the first quarter. Musselman 9, Spring Mill 6. Let's take a 1-minute break for back at the studio. This is high school girls basketball. 1-minute break. You're watching or listening to Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg offers hand-cut, locally sourced steaks, fresh seafood, and sandwiches with great daily specials like 75-cent wings all day Monday, prime rib on Tuesday, New York strip on Wednesday, and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Ask for the lunch punch card and have lunch on the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard. And don't forget the Big Apple Lounge on Sater Drive in Inwood. This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, equal housing lender.
Back here at Spring Mills High School for the start of the second quarter of high school girls basketball, presented by Smallwood and Small Insurance, as well as the Cider Press Restaurant off Exit 5 in Inwood. This is Spring Mills going up against Musselman varsity action. 9-6 is your score. Musselman leads as Burdett picks up her dribble, trying to bounce pass it to Ritchie. Ball stolen by Spring Mills. Quickly bringing it across the court is Emily Cole, who picks up her dribble and will slow it down by chest passing it to Bush. Bush over to Griffin, who sets up the offense at the top of the key, pointing with her left hand, dribbling with her right. Gives it over to Domer. Domer shot up no good, rebounded by Ritchie for Musselman. With the ball now is Haley Jenkins. Jenkins now with it, giving it to Burdett. Burdett handing it to Bullock. Bullock getting it to Ritchie. They're doing a swing offense there at the top of the key, giving it over to Bennett now. Bounce passes it down low, almost stolen by Spring Mills, but tipping it back out to Bennett was Jenkins. Burdett now going in on the right side, layup up, no good, but a foul will be called. That one should be on Faith Bush, which will be her first. That'll send Musselman to the line to shoot 2. A lot of fouls there on that right-hand side, Jim.
Yeah, the forced pass into the low key. I just don't like that at all.
That's Burdett's first layup up and good, giving her 3 points from the charity stripe this evening. See what you're saying, Jim?
Yeah, I still think we need to see Burdett put the ball on the floor. Bennett needs to put the ball on the floor. She needs to do something offensively to draw that defense.
Second free throw good, making it 11-6. Musselman leading now. Thrown over the head of Emily Cole. Stolen by Ritchie there on the opposite side of the court. That was trying to quickly break the press by going long, but it was unsuccessful for Spring Mills. Jenkins now bringing it here to the left side. Layup too hard off the glass. Rebounded there by Emily Cole, who hands it to Maya Griffin. No full court press that time by Musselman. Spring Mills will slow it down. Down 5. Three-pointer top of the key off the backboard. No good. That shot up by Maya Griffin. Rebounded by Jenkins for Musselman, who gives it over to Bullock.
Get that shot anytime. Taking that from way downtown. Griffin, no offensive set there.
As the ball now with Burdett. Burdett gets it to Ritchie. Ritchie back to Burdett as they walk back and forth. Now over to Bennett at the top of the key. Guarded closely
Good.
Now. Finally dribbling here to the left side. Layup too hard. Tipped. Rebounded by Ritchie, who drives it back into the paint. That shot up no good. Rebounded by Spring Mills, going off Emily Cole's knee and out of bounds. Being helped up by a Lady Appleman and Spring Mills. Cardinal will be Musselman ball underneath its basket. 5:58 to go in the second. 11-6 is your score. Musselman over Spring Mills. Bullock inbounding the ball here for Musselman. Almost over the head of Burdett, who takes a right wing 3. That's off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Emily Cole. Emily Cole now passing it here to Griffin. Griffin dribbling it now with her left hand, driving into the paint. Layup up and off the front of the rim and good.
And Cole was defending
11-8 now.
Cole was defending the inbounds pass. I'm not sure what was happening there. She was definitely face guarding the baseline.
So we have a 30-second timeout called. Let's take the 30 seconds with them. This is high school girls basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. A 30-second break. Score 11-8. Musselman over Spring Mills.
The Art McBee Insurance Agency is proud to be a sponsor of EPAC Basketball. We're an independent insurance agency representing many top insurance companies. We offer home, auto, business, life, and health policies. Call us at 304-263-6906 or stop in at 824 North Queen Street in Martinsburg for a no-obligation quotation. Offices in Martinsburg and Berkeley Springs.
Back here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. The ball inbounded here to Musselman's Kayla Fitzpatrick. No relation to the new Washington football team quarterback Ryan Fitzpatrick. The ball now with Ritchie. Ritchie driving in on the right block. No foul called as she ran into Cole there. Ball stolen by Spring Mills. Dribbling it now is Ashai Domer. Shot up on the right block. Off the back of the rim. Bouncing a couple times. No good. Rebounded by Ritchie for Musselman. Given now to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick dribbling it up. No full court press this quarter as we saw in the first quarter as the score is 11-8. Musselman leading Spring Mills. Ball down low to Ritchie, who dribbles once, shot up, and that one is good. Constance Ritchie getting that with the assist from her sister Patience.
Looked like a little hook shot there.
Ball now with Maya Griffin, Spring Mills leading scorer, who gives it over to Birdsong on the right wing. Birdsong guarded closely, passes it to Bush. Bush wanted to drive the paint but was guarded closely and had to kick it out to the right wing to Emily Cole. Cole guarded closely by Ritchie, and she throws that over the head of Griffin and out of bounds. So another turnover on Spring Mills. Musselman ball. Checking in for Spring Mills, number 13, Ella Jones. Spring Mills down 5 here at home. Musselman was victorious in the 2 regular season games last season, and Spring Mills then won in sectional playoffs. Fake pass here by Lindsay. The three-pointer on the left wing. No good by Fitzpatrick. Rebounded, though, by Musselman. With it now is the freshman Lindsay, who tried to pass it, and it is stolen by, looks like there is Birdsong, who will be tripped up and fouled. Looks like she's okay, though, getting up off her own power. 4:12 to go here. We wait to see who that foul was on. It looks like it was Janiyah Lindsay, her first for Musselman. Again, 4:12 to go in the second. Musselman 13, Spring Mills 8. Maya Griffin, the point guard for Spring Mills. She has 5 tonight, the leading scorer for the Cardinals. Passing it to Domer, and it looks like Domer traveled again. I believe that's the second or third time she's done that this evening, Jim.
Yeah, Coach Ellie got a little upset about the pick. I was watching that action. A very aggressive pick, more like a body block.
Fitzpatrick now kicking it to Constance Ritchie. Left wing 3 is good. 3-pointer Constance Ritchie. She now has 7 points. The senior making it 16-8. Musselman over Spring Mills. The ball now here with Ella Jones. Ella Jones picking up her dribble, gives it to Griffin. Griffin, left elbow. No good. Rebounded there by Fitzpatrick, who's quickly bringing it across the court. 1-on-3 for Fitzpatrick. She gets it up. Almost an and one. No good, but she will be fouled there. Trying to see who the Spring Mills Cardinal is. Looks like it is number 13, Ella Jones. That'll be her second, sending Fitzpatrick to the free throw line for Musselman. She is 1 for 2 today.
Fitzpatrick is a 5'9" freshman. She took that ball in transition and took it the whole way to the hoop.
It's that free throw up and no good off the front of the rim.
I like that aggressive. I like the way that she took the ball to the hoop. And she forced the contact. She earned those 2 from the charity stripe. Now she needs to convert this second.
Spins the ball out of her hand. Free throw up now by Fitzpatrick. Off the back of the rim and no good. Almost gets her own rebound, but it looks like we'll have a foul called as she gave a little push fighting for the ball between Fitzpatrick and McIntyre. So that foul is on Fitzpatrick, her first. It says team 5th for Musselman. Maya Griffin now with it. 3:26 to go here in the second quarter. Griffin bringing it across the Cardinal logo at midcourt, giving it to Domer, driving into the paint now off the back of the rim. That looked like it was going in and just kicks back out, but it was rebounded by Bush. Bush back to Domer now, who has it at the top of the key, giving it to Birdsong at the right wing. She dribbles, trying to cross over. Girl posting up now, kicking it out wide open. 3 left wing. No good by, I believe that was Domer, and it's tipped out of bounds. Musselman ball. Shai Domer still no points this evening, and it looks like we actually had a foul called down low. So that is Zoe Bullock's second, and it looks like it was a shooting foul. I missed that during the rebound, sending Maya Griffin, I believe, to the line.
I think he was calling the push from behind. I didn't see contact to the hand like he showed.
The first free throw up by Griffin was no good, the 5'8" sophomore. So far, the leading scorer for Spring Mills. Second free throw up, and that one, swish. She now has 6. 16-9, Musselman leading Spring Mills. Ritchie with it now, going in, kicking it out here to Lindsay. Lindsay driving it in, trying to get it to the left elbow to Bennett. Three-pointer up off the left wing by Burdette, no good. Tipped and rebounded now by Lindsay. Lindsay kicking it out to Ritchie. Ritchie, right block shot up, no good. Gets her own rebound. She's kind of shoved rolling, but no foul called. And we have a 30-second timeout called by Musselman. Let's take the 30 seconds as well. It'll be a 30-second break back at the studio. Score Musselman 16, Spring Mills 9. This is high school girls basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Orsini's, not just an appliance store anymore. They're your one-stop resource for all home needs, whether it's custom kitchen design, countertops, or cabinets, or check out their new sleep studio with Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster. For all of your outdoor living needs, Orsini's has Gladiator Garage Works, Traeger grills, barbecue accessories, barbecue rubs and sauces, and every flavor wood pellets. Visit their brand new 8,200 square foot showroom at 360 Hack Wilson Way, 304-267-7251, Orsinis.com.
Back here at Spring Mills High School, the Cardinals trailing by 7 against the Musselman Lady Applemen. 2:37 to go here in the second. The score is 16-9, and we're getting ready to resume action off a timeout called by Musselman. It'll be Janiah Lindsay inbounding it for the Applemen, giving it to Allison Burdett, who gives it right back to Lindsay. Lindsay, the point guard now for Musselman.
I like that timeout by Coach Elliott. A little bit of a frenetic pace there underneath the basket. They reestablished possession. He called a quick timeout.
Haley Jenkins' pass now stolen by Kieran Cole, who gives it over to Griffin. Griffin, right side, trying to get it down low to McIntyre. The ball stolen there by Musselman, though, and Janiah Lindsay. Lindsay stopping at half court now, slowly brings it across, gives it to Allison Burdett, gives it back to Lindsay. Lindsay back to Burdett at the top of the key, over to Jenkins now here on the left wing. Bounce pass to Lindsay. Lindsay on the left side now, back to the wing for Jenkins, back to Lindsay.
Got to beat this 2-3 zone with quick passes.
Burdett with it, trying to find somebody down low, but Spring Mills is guarding the blocks as tight as possible.
A lot of standing around. Got to need quick passes.
Back to Lindsay, to Burdett now. Posting up is Bennett. Now out here to Lindsay at the left wing. Double teamed, and it will be a jump ball, as the tie-up there with Lindsay was between Birdsong and McIntyre. Spring Mills with the possession arrow.
Can't beat the zone with dribbling. Got to pass the ball. No, not a lot of movement. One person moving in the interior. Musselman's going to have to figure that out.
Faith Bush now with it for Spring Mills, bringing it across the timeline. Passes it here to Birdsong on the right side, back at the top of the key to McIntyre. Three-pointer off the front of the rim, no good, but it bounces all the way out. Almost gets her own rebound, but Burdett takes it. She's going all the way down, kicking it out to Jenkins, back to Burdett. Here at the right wing, top of the key now is Ritchie. Ritchie trying to dribble it in, almost walked. Right wing three, up no good by Jenkins, rebounded by Spring Mills, Faith Bush. Bush bringing it all the way across, one-on-one between her and the layup, up and good.
Musselman doesn't have an answer to the 2-3 zone. And sure enough, here we go.
16-11, under a minute to go. Jenkins now with it, giving it to Ritchie. Ritchie looked like she wanted the three, doesn't take it. Lindsay, left wing three is good by Lindsay. That's her first three, making it 19-11 now for Musselman. Spring Mills quickly bringing it across, 20 seconds to go. Top of the key now is Kieran Cole. Cole waving over Faith Bush. Bush coming, does not pass it to her, though. Looks like they might wait for the last shot. Pass now with Cool. Cool dribbling it, 5 seconds to go. She's going to be double-teamed. Let's see if she can get a shot off. Three-pointer now by Cole. That one off the backboard and rim. No good, and that'll end the second quarter. So here at halftime, Musselman now leads 19-11 over Spring Mills. Let's take a 2-minute break. Again, the score, Musselman 19, Spring Mills 11. 2-minute break. This is Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Craving lunch or dinner? The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving. Awarded one of the 101 most unique places to eat in West Virginia, the Cider will fill you up with their delicious fresh orchard panini, mouth-watering smoker burger, farmer's daughter Cobb salad, and more. The Cider Press also serves a wide selection of craft beer and hard ciders. The Cider Press, serving lunch and dinner daily and where the food is fresh. You'll feel right at home. Now offering online ordering at Cider Press Deli and Grill.com.
This is Ben Copenhaver, your local alarm professional at Dynamark Atlantic Security. Did you know that home break-ins are 6% more likely during the day? That's right. The bad guys know when you're away, and they are smarter than you think. Dynamark Atlantic Security has the security solutions for you. Don't commit the error when the game is on the line. Phone me today at 304-671-2158 to learn how to play good defense against the bad guys. Dynamark Atlantic Security. Call today at 304-671-2158.
Looking to buy a home in the Eastern Panhandle? Having trouble getting your house sold? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as the #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. Phone 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Back here at Spring Mills High School on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. This is Colin McLaughlin. Alongside me is Jim Klein. Our cameraman for this evening is John Alderton. Back at the studio is Matt Crawford. The halftime score, Musselman 19, Spring Mills 11. And as we originally thought it was going to be all Musselman coming back in here looking for revenge after that 59-58 loss in last year's sectional championship to Spring Mills. And those senior starters for Musselman have been doing very well so far.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see what type of adjustments are made here at the half. I felt like Spring Mills made an adjustment defensively. I thought at first they were running a 2-3 zone. In the last possession, it looked like they had changed to a 3-2, where they were defending more around the perimeter, and sure enough, someone got down on the baseline, which is a huge open in a 3-2 zone for that three, which was a backbreaker at 16-11, and then Spring Mills could not convert to end the half. So, but like you said, Colin, 19-11 here. It's a close game. I think that anyone could win this game. Spring Mills, to some extent, I believe they withhandled some of the emotion that came from Musselman. And it'll be interesting to see how this third quarter starts.
Let's go ahead and take another 2-minute break, and when we come back, I'll give you the scorers for both teams from the first half. Again, for back to the studio, a 2-minute break. It's Musselman 19, Spring Mills 11. This is Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
Ollie's VIP Northside, the best spot in town to catch any game locally or nationally on one of their many flat-screen TVs around the bar or on their heated patio. And on Wednesday, March 17th, the VIP wants you to join them for some of their fantastic St. Patrick's Day specials, including grilled sea bass or Rob's Ridiculous Reuben with cornbread and cabbage. If you can't make it for dinner, they're also offering half-off appetizers during happy hour from 4 to 6 p.m. That's Ollie's VIP Northside at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. We'll see you for the game.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
All right, Matt, when it comes to flooring, you can't beat luxury vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is Tripp's Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. They'll take care of you with great selection, service, and pricing.
Whether it's hardwood or luxury vinyl, call Trips at 304-229-7009.
Or visit TrippsFloorSanding.com.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, It's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
Back here at the Cardinal Coliseum, home of Spring Mills High School, the Musselman Lady Applemen leading 19-11. Let's start off with the Musselman scorers, Jim.
Yeah, sure. Let's start off with senior number 1, Allison Burdett with 4. Senior number 3, Constance Ritchie with 7. Junior number 4, Janiyah Lindsay with 3. We had senior number 11, Zoe Bullock with 2. Junior number 12, Kira Bennett with 2. And the 5'9", freshman number 15, Kayla Fitzpatrick with 1 in the first half.
That makes 19 for Musselman. Here's the 11 points so far for Spring Mills. The 5'8" sophomore Maya Griffin's the leading scorer with 6, followed by the 5'7" freshman Faith Bush with 4. Rounding it out for Spring Mills is Ella Jones with only 1 point, and that was off a free throw. 19-11, as we said, is your score. Let's take our final 2-minute break. Then when we come back, we'll go over our final second half thoughts and hopefully be ready for more high school girl basketball action. 2-minute break. This is Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Art McBee Insurance Agency is proud to be a sponsor of EPAC Basketball. We're an independent insurance agency representing many top insurance companies. We offer home, auto, business, life, and health policies. Call us at 304-263-6906 or stop in at 824 North Queen Street in Martinsburg for a no-obligation quotation. Offices in Martinsburg and Berkeley Springs. Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078. Carpet World is more than just carpet. Carpet World specializes in a complete selection of hardwood floors by respected names like Armstrong, Bruce, Shaw, and Mohawk, and tile by Dowell Tile, American Oleum, and Mannington for all rooms in your home. And Carpet World can update your bathroom shower with very attractive ceramic tile walls and floor. Financing with up to 12 months deferred interest is available, along with experienced quality installation at Carpet World, 2330 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. CarpetWorldOfMartinsburg.com.
Carpal tunnel syndrome affects 13 million Americans and left untreated can cause long-term debilitation. WVU Medicine Jefferson Medical Center recently became the first hospital in the region to offer carpal tunnel release with ultrasound guidance using the new Sonex Health SX1 microknife. CTR surgery is an outpatient procedure and most patients return to normal activities within 3 to 6 days. For more info, contact WVU Medicine Board Certified Orthopedic Surgeon Brad Wright at 304-725-2663.
Back here at Spring Mills High School, girls basketball between the Musselman Applemen and Spring Mills Cardinals, presented by Smallwood and Small Insurance and the Cider Press Restaurant off Exit 5 in Inwood. This is Colin McLaughlin. Alongside me is Jim Klein. Our cameraman, John Alderton. Back at the studio is Matt Crawford. As the third quarter just getting started now, it is Allison Burdett with the ball for Musselman. 19-11 is the score for those of you just tuning in. Started the second half underway. Zoe Bullock now dribbling on the right side, handing it off to Jenkins, who gets it over to Ritchie. Back to Jenkins now on the right side, kicking it down low to Bennett. Bennett shot blocked, and it'll go out of bounds off the hands of Kieran Cole, and it'll remain Appleman ball.
Yeah, it looked like that 1-2-2 or that 3-2 defense there. Spring Mills came back out.
Jenkins with it back to Bullock. Bullock right wing three off the backboard. No good. That was definitely interesting. She was in that way far right corner as coast to coast now. Layup good by Ashaya Domer. Her first two of the evening coming in the second half, making it 19-13 now. Bullock with the ball for Musselman. Burdett over to Jenkins. Jenkins left side kicking it back to Bullock on the left wing. Now with it dribbling, gives it to Jenkins. Jenkins pass to Burdett at the top of the key, over back to Ritchie. Ritchie now with it. Passing it off the foot of Burdett, but she's able to recover. Pass over to Bullock. Back to Jenkins to Ritchie. Ritchie to Jenkins, back to Bullock now at the top of the key. Musselman really slowing it down here in the third quarter, just like how we saw at the end of the first half. Bounce pass inside to Bennett, and that'll be a tie-up on the ground between Bennett and, I believe that was Emily Cole.
Yeah, Musselman doesn't seem to have an answer for this zone right now.
It looks like they're really trying to pound it into the blocks, and Spring Mills is just swallowing it up each time they drive in. 19-13 to score, 6:30 to go. Spring Mills with the ball, and that ball swatted out of bounds by Ritchie. The pass was intended for a wide open Kieran Cole here at the left corner.
Yeah, good anticipation by Constance Ritchie.
Kieran passing it to her sister Emily now, back to Kieran Cole. Hands it behind her to Griffin, who's driving in. Spin move, layup up, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Ritchie. Yeah. Constance Ritchie. Down low presence for Musselman, who hands it off to Burdett to Jenkins now. Zoe Bullock, left wing three, off the rim. Almost back through, but no good. Rebounded here by Emily Cole. Cole giving it to Bush. Bush giving it to Griffin, wide open three, good. Maya Griffin now with 9. 19-16, Spring Mill starting off here with a 5-0 run in the third quarter.
And Griffin's working hard at the top of the key on that in that defense. Look how she's chasing the ball.
Ball tipped out of bounds there by Domer, and it will remain Musselman ball. George Goss sparked some life there at halftime into Spring Mills. A lot of noise coming from its bench in front of us as well here in the third quarter.
Yep, again, the zone works. Spring Mills bringing the ball up.
Pass to Griffin now, over to Cole. Cole almost took the three-pointer, decided to dribble it instead. Gives it to her sister Emily at the top of the key, giving it to Maya Griffin now here on the left side near that Cardinal logo.
Griffin
trying to set up a motion offense.
Yeah, Griffin wanted the give and go. She passed and broke open on the way to the basket.
Shai Domer driving it in on the right side, blocked by Kira Bennett and going out of bounds. 5:08 to go here in the third. Musselman still leading 19-16 over Spring Mills. Spring Mills on a 5-0 run here in the third. Ball inbounded to the top of the key to Domer. Domer driving it in, tried to go behind the back pass, but it's stolen again now by Cole. Spring Mills gets it, goes off of her knee and out of bounds off a tip there by Musselman, but Musselman will get the ball because, as I mentioned, it went off the knee of Bush. Checking into the game now for Musselman's Janiyah Lindsay. Exiting the game is Zoe Bullock. Yeah. Under 5 minutes to go here in the third.
Yeah, see, look how far out Griffin's working on defense.
Burdett giving it here to Lindsay. Lindsay at the top of the key, guarded closely by Griffin, handing it to Jenkins now. Back to Lindsay. Lindsay driving the baseline on the right side, blocked there by Cole, who's bringing it coast to coast now here on the left side. Picks up her dribble, gives it to Griffin. Griffin guarded closely by Burdett. Wide open three, right wing, shot up too hard by Domer. Quick transition here. Burdett going on the right side, layup, and it's good, and one! Her feet moved at the last second. Spring Mills was calling for a charge, but didn't get it. Allison Burdett, beautiful coast to coast there.
It was a great take. I like to see Burdett being aggressive like that.
Burdett missing that free throw, but rebounded by Spring Mill, shot up and good.
Yeah, that's Constance Ritchie with the score. That's a huge break for Musselman.
Ball back here. Burdett, wide open three, way too short. Saved, though. As it's 23-16. Back and forth we go, down low. Ball Bouncing back and forth, rebounded finally by Spring Mills. Quickly out here to Domer. Domer driving it in, takes a left wing three, off the rim, no good. Rebounded now by Musselman. Musselman giving it to Lindsay, and she will slow it down. 3:35 to go here in the third. 23-16, Musselman leads Spring Mills. Jenkins now with it, giving it to Lindsay there at the right corner. Getting it to the right elbow, guarded closely there. Bennett driving in on the left side, layup no good, rebounded. Ball almost stolen there, and it looks like it'll be a foul on Kira Bennett, her first, team first of the half. 3:18 to go here in the third. It'll be Spring Mills ball underneath its defensive basket. And two substitutes will be coming in for Spring Mills, Brianna Birdsong and Taylor McIntyre. Also, a little correction here for the broadcast. Kieran Cole and Emily Cole are actually cousins, not sisters. It's my mistake.
Good to know. Did not know that.
Thank you to Matt Crawford back at the studio for that information. Ball here. Down low now to Birdsong, kicking it out to McIntyre. Back out to the top of the key now is Pownell. Pownell going up. Excuse me, that's Ella Jones. And she will be fouled on a right-handed layup. That foul will be on Patience Ritchie, her third, team second. So it looks like she will be coming out of the game with 2:58 to go here in the third. Jones free throw up. That one is good. She's now 2 for 3 from the charity stripe. And checking in for Musselman is number 14, Serenity Ritchie.
The 6-foot freshman makes her appearance.
Second free throw up and good as well by Ella Jones. She now has 3 from the free throw line out of the 4 tonight.
2-2-1 defense.
Patrick with it. Ball tipped, almost recovering to get the steal with Faith Bush, but it goes out of the bounds into the scores table. 23-18, Musselman leading Spring Mills here in the third quarter. Ball inbounded to Fitzpatrick. Back here to Lindsay. Lindsay passing it across to Ritchie. Ritchie driving in, kicking it out to Fitzpatrick. Right corner. 3 is good as it went in, out, and back in. First 3 of the evening for Kayla Fitzpatrick.
Does that count as 2 attempts? It bounced in and out so many times.
If she would have touched it, it would have.
Ah, got it. Got it.
Bush now with it, getting it almost down low over the head of Birdsong into the Spring Mills cheerleaders. Musselman ball. So it was a slow start for Musselman. Spring Mills tried to come back, started with a 5-0 run, but now Musselman responds with a 6-2 run. And right as I say that, a save here by Fitzpatrick, giving it back to Ritchie. Ritchie giving it back to Fitzpatrick at the top of the key. Over to Lindsay, who pump fakes on the right wing, guarded closely by McIntyre. Ball stolen now by McIntyre. Spring Mills has the ball. That is Jones now with it at the top of the key, guarded by Jenkins, giving it over to Maya Griffin. Griffin back to Bush on the right side. Bush to Birdsong. Birdsong pivots, gives it over here to Jones. Jones down low to McIntyre. Layup up, no good, but a foul is called on Janiyah Lindsay. That'll be her second. 1:49 to go in the third. 26-18, Musselman leading Spring Mills. Spring Mills back at the line. It'll be Taylor McIntyre to shoot. 2. Taylor McIntyre, 5'7" sophomore from Spring Mills High. First free throw up is no good. Allison Burgett checking back in here for Musselman. Referee gives the ball back here to McIntyre. Her second free throw up. This one is good. That's her first points of the evening, making it 26-19. Spring Mills trailing Musselman. Ball inbounded to Lindsay. Full court press again. Ritchie now with it. She's going wide open on the right side. Euro step layup. No good. Rebounded by Birdsong for Spring Mills. And it looks like we have a double dribble called now on Maya Griffin. She was trying to get a quick transition offense. Another substitute now coming in, Kira Bennett for Musselman. Looks like there might have been a little bit of a limp from Constance Ritchie, but she's on the bench now. Looks like she's okay. Fitzpatrick with it. Burdett back to Fitzpatrick at the right corner. Back to Burdett at the top of the key. Swinging it over to Lindsay on the left side. Bounce pass down low to Ritchie, who walks. That is Serenity Ritchie getting called on the travel violation.
Yeah, freshman got a little excited. She caught the ball and had an opportunity to move to the basket. Just a little too quick.
Spring Mills with it. Reading the pass is Allison Burdett, who bounce passes it wide open in the paint. Layup no good by Janiyah Lindsay. I thought there was a shooting foul. Referees did not. They have the ultimate decision, though. But there was a foul, I think, on the rebound. Nope, they're saying it was a shooting foul. Late whistle, though. That foul is on Ella Jones, and it looks like that is her fourth. I only had it as her third, but that's her fourth as the free throw by Janiyah Lindsay up and good. 27-19 now, minute 13 to go here in the third. Emily Cole now checking in for Ella Jones, who, as I just said, has 4 fouls here, and we're still in the third quarter. That is a Spring Mill starters. The second free throw up and good by Lindsay for Musselman. She now has 19. Musselman. Three-pointer for Spring Mills. Way hard off the bottom of the back of the glass by Taylor McIntyre. Rebounded by Musselman. Fitzpatrick. And it looks like we have a jump ball possession arrow with Musselman. It'll be Kayla Fitzpatrick inbounding it to Burdett. Fitzpatrick now with it. Full court press here by Spring Mill. She drives all the way into the paint. Layup up off the backboard and glass. No good. Rebounded by McIntyre. McIntyre bringing it quickly back down here. 1-on-2. McIntyre layup too hard. Rebounded by Fitzpatrick. Stolen by McIntyre, who's tripped up. And she was falling and went out of bounds. So Musselman ball.
Yeah, I don't know how that's not over the back. Fitzpatrick had possession of the ball. Looked like she was in possession.
Fitzpatrick now with it for Musselman. Under 40 seconds to go here in the third. Lindsay passing it over to Burdett on the left side. She's standing right in front of the stands there. Back to the corner to Lindsay. Down low for Ritchie. Ritchie posting up. Shot up off the backboard. Bouncing off the rim twice. No good. Rebounded here by Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick slowly brings it back out. 20 seconds to go here in the third. Ball stolen by Spring Mills, who's double-teamed. Gets it right back. Is Musselman. Ball back now to Spring Mills. Tie up on the ground. And a full timeout will be called by Spring Mills. It looks like they got it in before the jump ball was called. We'll take the full 60-second timeout with them. 12 seconds to go here in the third. Score Musselman 28, Spring Mills 19. Again, back at the studio. 1 minute break. This is high school girls basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Art McBee Insurance Agency is proud to be a sponsor of EPAC Basketball. We're an independent insurance agency representing many top insurance companies. We offer home, auto, business, life, and health policies. Call us at 304-263-6906 or stop in at 824 North Queen Street in Martinsburg for a no-obligation quotation. Offices in Martinsburg and Berkeley Springs. Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078.
Back here at the Cardinal Coliseum, home of the Spring Mills Cardinals. High school girls basketball. This is Colin McLaughlin. Alongside me is Jim Klein. 28-19 Musselman leading Spring Mills here in Class 4A Region 2 high school basketball. Birdsong with it for Spring Mills, giving it to Bush. Bush over to Cole. And the shot never went up. They completely forgot that the time was about to run out because there was only 4 seconds left. So end of the third, 28-19, Musselman leading Spring Mills. Let's take a 1 minute break back at the studio. This is high school girls basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Orsini's, not just an appliance store anymore. They're your one-stop resource for all home needs, whether it's custom kitchen design, countertops, or cabinets, or check out their new sleep studio with Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster. For all of your outdoor living needs, Orsini's has Gladiator Garage Works, Traeger grills, barbecue accessories, barbecue rubs and sauces, and every flavor wood pellets. Visit their brand new 8,200 square foot showroom at 360 Hack Wilson Way, 304-267-7251, Orsini's.com. All right, Matt, when it comes to flooring, you can't beat luxury vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. They'll take care of you with great selection, service, and pricing.
Whether it's hardwood or luxury vinyl, call Trips at 304-229-7009.
Or visit TripsFloorSanding.com.
Third quarter, a couple seconds early. This is Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Spring Mills started with the ball here in the fourth quarter. 28-19, Musselman leading Spring Mills here at Spring Mills High School. Spring Mills with the ball here. Griffin giving it over to Cole. Cole over to her cousin Emily Cole. Over to Griffin now. Ball almost stolen by Jenkins. Shot up here. That would have been a two-pointer. No good. Rebounded by Musselman. Musselman Burdett with it now. Bringing it across half court, bounce passing it over to a wide open Jenkins. Back to Burdett at the top of the key. Over to Lindsay at the left corner, giving it to Burdett at the right wing. Three-pointer up, off the rim, no good. Rebounded down low by Lindsay. Lindsay dribbling it out, kicking it to Burdett. Burdett posting up, ball tipped out of her hand. She had to kick it out. Shot blocked from Lindsay. It looks like getting that block was Bush. And a travel there.
Yep.
Mental mistake by Kieran Cole.
Let me ask you a question, Colin. At what point, with 4 fouls, you work Ella Jones back in the lineup for Spring Mills?
Since she's a starter, probably here at least in the next minute or so if you remain down 9. Jones has 3 points this evening for Spring Mills as it's Jenkins now with it, giving it to Burdett in the right corner. Back to Jenkins at the top of the key, over to Lindsay on the left side. She's triple teamed. Gets out of it, though, giving it to Jenkins, back to Burdett. Ball tipped, stolen here by Domer. Domer has the ball stolen by Jenkins. She wasn't aware that she was behind her. Jenkins now with it, slowing down for Musselman, who's up 9, 6:20 to go here in the fourth.
Yeah, Burdett didn't need to force it, and it looks like Musselman's content to milk the clock a little bit.
Jones now with it. She almost went back court, saving it very well there, and giving it to Burdett, who gives it to Jenkins. Jenkins back to Burdett at the top of the key. Back to Lindsay, who's back here almost near us. Back to Lindsay now. Spring Mills upping the pressure. Wide open down low. Here is Bennett. Kicking it back out to Burdett, though. Burdett dribbles once, gets it back to Bennett. Bennett drives in, left side shot up, and good. Kira Bennett with the basket, making it 30-19. Great slow offense there by Musselman. Wasted about a minute and a half, maybe even 2 minutes there. Spring Mills now with it. That is Cole driving in on the right side. Shot up, completely airballs it, and Ritchie now with it, taking it 1-on-2. She goes all by herself. Misses the layup, though. Gets her own rebound. Shot up no good. Rebounded by Bennett, who kicks it out to Lindsay. Burdett, three-pointer, top of the key is good. Allison Burdett with her first three, making it 9. Appleman of Musselman pulling away now, 33-19, 5 minutes to go here in the fourth. Spring Mills needs to answer soon. Domer with it. Over to Griffin. Griffin down low to Emily Cole. Cole dribbling it to the right elbow, giving it over to Bush. Bush with the layup here. She now has 6, and a full timeout called by Spring Mills. 33-21, Musselman leads Spring Mills. Let's take the full timeout with them. 60-second break back at the studio. This is high school girls basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
WVU Medicine introduces a new minimally invasive hysterectomy surgery to our area. V-Notes is an advanced gynecologic technique that provides many benefits to patients, such as shorter hospital stays, less post-operative pain, faster recoveries, and no visible scars. Dr. Aaron Miller and Dr. Lori Tucker with WVU Medicine OBGYN in Martinsburg are the only OBGYNs in the Baltimore, Washington metropolitan area currently offering this cutting-edge procedure. WVU Medicine, the future of surgery is here.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg offers hand-cut, locally sourced steaks, fresh seafood, and sandwiches with great daily specials like 75-cent wings all day Monday, prime rib on Tuesday, New York strip on Wednesday, and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Ask for the lunch punch card and have lunch on the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard. And don't forget the Big Apple Lounge on Sater Drive in Inwood.
Back here at the Cardinal Coliseum, it's high school girls basketball. Spring Mills against Musselman. Musselman leading 33-21 this game. It's presented by Smallwood and Small Insurance and the Cider Press Restaurant off Exit 5 in Inwood. That goes along with the Taylor's Farm Market. Ball inbounded here by Musselman. As Lindsay guarded closely, and a foul is called there on Spring Mills. Pownell. That's her first. 4:40 to go in the fourth. Musselman 33, Spring Mills 21. Looks like we're going to have a inbounds play right at the half-court line as the ball inbounded to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick brings it across the half-court line, gives it to Lindsay. Lindsay back to Fitzpatrick. Ball tipped and goes into the scorer's table. Great defensive play there by Cameron Cool.
Musselman made them leave the zone. They're in, Spring Mills in man-to-man now.
Ball with Ritchie giving it to Zoe Bullock. Bullock on the left side, guarded closely by McIntyre. She's going all the way in, gives it down low to Ritchie. Ritchie shot up, no good. Rebounded down low, shot back up. This time no good by Constance Ritchie. Gets her own rebound, third shot up, no good. And a girl is on the ground. It looks like she is injured. She might have been stepped on during that rebound incident. We're going to take a 30-second break as they check to see if the player down is okay. Again, a 30-second break, 4:05 to go here in the fourth. It is Musselman 33, Spring Mills 21. This is high school girls basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
This is Ben Copenhaver, your local alarm professional at Dynamark Atlantic Security. Did you know that home break-ins are 6% more likely during the day? That's right. The bad guys know when you're away, and they are smarter than you think. Dynamark Atlantic Security has the security solutions for you. Don't commit the error when the game is on the line. Phone me today at 304-671-2158 to learn how to play good defense against the bad guys. Dynamark Atlantic Security. Call today at 304-671-2158.
Back here at Spring Mills High School, still trying to see what player it is there down low. There is 4:05 to go here in the fourth quarter. Musselman leading Spring Mills 33-21 while they attend to the injured Lady Appleman. Let's look at our upcoming broadcasts. Tomorrow we have high school boys basketball here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. It'll be the Spring Mills boys at Martinsburg. And then March 18th, we are back here at Spring Mills High School for girls basketball. It'll be myself along with Jim Klein for Martinsburg at Spring Mills. And then March 19th, it'll be Martinsburg at Hedgesville boys. And then this Saturday, March 20th, it is Hedgesville at Martinsburg girls basketball. So a full slate as the injured player being helped up. It looks like hurt her leg as well. Still trying to see what number that is for Musselman. It looks like it is Patience Ritchie being helped off. And we are back in action here. It'll be Spring Mills ball to resume play. 4:05 to go in the fourth. Musselman 33, Spring Mills 21 here at Spring Mills High School. This is Colin McLaughlin alongside me, Jim Klein. Spring Mills with the ball. McIntyre with it here on the left side, passing it to Cool. Cool Over to Bush now. Bush at the top of the key, dribbling it in, giving it back to Cameron Cool. Cameron Cool drives the paint. Shot up, blocked, and out of bounds there by Kira Bennett.
I love the offensive set. I love that motion offense. But, man, you're down 12. This isn't the time for 12 touches. I mean, they've got to speed up the play a little bit, I think, here.
Cool inbounding it all the way to the top of the key to Bush. Bush driving it in, falls, stolen by Fitzpatrick. Getting it to Lindsay now. Lindsay with it. Giving over here to the right side. It looks like that is Zoe Bullock with the ball, who dribbles at the top of the key, handing it off to Lindsay at the right wing. Ritchie now with it at the top of the key. Ball almost stolen by Spring Mills, giving it to Fitzpatrick on the left side. Drives it in. Shot blocked by Cameron Cool, but it looks like she got a piece of the hand as well. So that'll be a Spring Mills foul. Sending Musselman Appleman player to the line.
Fitzpatrick.
It is Fitzpatrick, and as I said, that foul is on Cameron Cool. That is her first, team fourth of the half. Fitzpatrick, so far this evening, has 4 points. This shot up off the front of the rim and no good. 33-21, the score remains here. 3:20 to go in the fourth, and here she is now coming in, as Jim mentioned earlier. Ella Jones enters the game now for Spring Mills. She has 4 fouls, though, so you got to keep an eye on her.
Yeah, this is a big bucket here because this allows Musselman to set up the press if they want to try and slow Spring Mills down.
Fitzpatrick, second free throw up. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded down low by Bennett, who gets it out to Ritchie.
Wow.
Ritchie gets it to Burdette. Burdette driving in the paint, kicking it out to Ritchie. Ball tipped out of bounds off McIntyre. And it looks like it'll be Musselman ball. 3:10 to go here in the fourth. So even though Fitzpatrick went 0 for 2 from the free throw line there, Musselman was able to hang on to it. Excuse me, we actually had a foul called there on Musselman's Kira Bennett. So it'll be Spring Mills ball. I missed that down low. So Spring Mills getting a little bit of help there, and it'll be Maya Griffin now with it, giving it over to Cameron Cool. Cool passing it over here to Jones. Jones at the top of the key. Jones driving it in, kicking it out to Cameron Cool. She wanted to take a three, but lost the ball. Had to kick it to McIntyre. McIntyre back to Cool. Over to Bush now at the top of the key. Bush driving it in, pump fake, giving it down low to Maya Griffin. Shot up, no good. Rebounded here by Jones. Jones triple teamed, and it looks like we're going to have a foul called. Trying to see who it is. I believe it's going to be on Griffin. I have that as her first. 2:39 to go here in the fourth. Still a 12-point lead for Musselman, who has the ball, but Spring Mills can do the full-court press. Ball inbounded to Burdette. Burdette guarded by McIntyre. Ball stolen by McIntyre. McIntyre stumbling, going in for a layup, blocked by Burdette. Bringing back here, Ritchie going in on the right side. Layup is good. Constance Ritchie now with 11. Ball quickly over here for Spring Mills, and one. Faith Bush getting the ball quickly here in the transition offense, going up for a right-handed layup. 2:11 to go, 35-23, though. Musselman leading Spring Mills. Faith Bush with 8. She's the leading scorer, trying to make it 9. Her free throw up, and that one is good. She now has 9, 35-24, 2:11 to go in the fourth. Bounce pass inbounded from Lindsay to Jenkins. Jenkins brings it across, gives it over to Lindsay. Lindsay hands it back to Jenkins. Jenkins, Constance Ritchie. Ritchie guarded closely by Griffin. She drives into the paint. Ball stolen by Cameron Cool. Cameron Cool driving it all the way down. She walked. They're not going to call it. Wow.
Yeah, she lost
the dribble went way out of control there. Spring Mills dodged a bullet there, and it'll be their ball underneath the basket off of it going out of bounds. I agree with you, Jim. That was clearly a traveling violation. But Griffin going in here, left side layup, no good. Rebounded by Faith Bush, getting it. She now is in double digits. full timeout called by Spring Mills. We'll take the full timeout as well. 35-26 Musselman over Spring Mills. 60-second break. This is high school girls basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
The Art McBee Insurance Agency is proud to be a sponsor of EPAC Basketball. We're an independent insurance agency representing many top insurance companies. We offer home, auto, business, life, and health policies. Call us at 304-263-6906 or stop in at 824 North Queen Street in Martinsburg for a no-obligation quotation. Offices in Martinsburg and Berkeley Springs. All right, Matt, when it comes to flooring, you can't beat luxury vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. They'll take care of you with great selection, service, and pricing.
Whether it's hardwood or luxury vinyl, call Trips at 304-229-7009.
Or visit tripsfloorsanding.com.
Spring Mills High School, this is Colin McLaughlin. Alongside me is Jim Klein, cameraman John Alderton back at the studio, Matt Crawford. Musselman with the ball, 1:40 to go here in the fourth. 35-26, Musselman leading Spring Mills. Jenkins now with it, dribbling here on the left side, guarded closely by Jones. Jones has 4 fouls, though, so she needs to be careful. Ball stolen by Kuhl. And again, losing her dribble, trying to save it and going out. That is twice now that Cameron Kuhl has gotten steals, back-to-back possessions off Musselman. But each time she tries to sprint down the court, she has lost her dribble, so Musselman will have the ball.
Just a little bit out of control. Good defense, just needs to execute the completion of
and
the
it's
tournament.
hurting Spring Mills big time because they are down 9 right now with minute 15 to go here in the fourth. Kuhl guarding Lindsay for Musselman. She brings it across half court now. Gets it to Richie. Richie wasn't looking for the pass, so she's guarded in the right corner, driving the baseline, kicking it out to Bullock. Bullock wanted to pull up for 3, decides not to. Jenkins now with it, giving it back to Lindsay at the top of the key. Burdette with it.
1 minute.
1 minute to go here in the fourth. Let's see if Spring Mills starts the foul as Lindsay has it. Gives it to Burdette, guarded by McIntyre. JV team and Musselman fans making some noise, realizing that this one looks like it's going to be wrapped up. McIntyre trying to foul, gets a steal for Spring Mills. McIntyre going up for the layup, and she's fouled hard.
Very hard.
By Allison Burdette, who helps her up, though. Great sportsmanship there by Burdette. 40.3 seconds to go, and it'll be McIntyre to the free throw line to shoot 2 for Spring Mills. 35-26 is the score. McIntyre 1 for 2 from the charity stripe this evening. His free throw up and good, making it 35-27 now. Taylor McIntyre, sophomore from Spring Mills. Spring Mills is 1-3. Musselman is 2-0 so far this season. The second free throw up, and that one is good. She now has 3. It's a 30-second timeout now called by Spring Mills. We'll keep it here, though. 35-28, 40.3 seconds to go in the fourth. Musselman leading Spring Mills.
Yeah, great release by that sophomore McIntyre. Release, rotation, splash. She makes 2 clutch free throws. Let's see what happens now.
Spring Mills has been down for a majority of this game, and we even saw these past 3 possessions. Yes, this past one helped them because they got to the free throw line, but those 2 steals by Kuhl. Imagine if she got baskets off those. It'd be a 3-point game right now. Instead, they're down 7. So that really hurt them with that traveling violation and then the ball going out of bounds off Cameron Kuhl's 2 steals.
Yeah, Musselman just needs to get the clock going right now. Need a clean inbounds pass. See if Spring Mills fouls.
Ball and stolen almost again by Kuhl, but it goes out of bounds here right in front of our broadcast area. Musselman ball, 38.9 seconds to go here in the fourth. 35-28, Musselman leads Spring Mills. Lindsay trying to find somebody, gives it to Burdette. Burdette dribbling it, triple teamed, and she is fouled. Let's see who they call it on, though. Waiting to see. Looks like it is Taylor McIntyre that will be called for the foul. Her second, team 6th, so it'll be 1 more until the bonus. Burdette looking for somebody to inbounce it to Jenkins. Obvious intentional foul there, wasn't called. And now Lindsay with it, giving it to Bullock. And it looks like Spring Mills might not foul. Nope, instead, Bush this time is called for the foul. I saw right off the inbound there that she went to give her what a mother would say to their kid, a big bear hug, but it wasn't called, Jim.
Yeah, minute 44 left, and the score was 35-26. Spring Mills either needed to make the decision they're going to foul or the game's over. I mean, a minute 44 left, and 2 points have been scored. Don't know.
Haley Jenkins now to the line to shoot. The 1-and-1, that shot up no good. Gets her own rebound, though. Kicks it out here to Zoe Bullock. Bullock has the ball stolen from her here by Maya Griffin. Griffin passes it to McIntyre. Shot up no good. Rebounded by Bush. Shot back up. This time no good. Tipped. Rebounded by Bush again. Ball down at her legs. Ball rolling out now. Rebounded by Burdett. Stolen by Burdett. 3.4 seconds left on the clock, so it looks like Musselman will come away with the win. 35-28 is the score, and we'll have a foul called on the floor. Looks like it was on Spring Mills. Pownell sending Allison Burdett to the line to see if she can get into double digits tonight. She is 4 for 5 from the charity stripe already. This one up and no good. Rebounded by, it looked like was Bennett, but it doesn't matter as the clock will wind down. Musselman victorious this evening, improving to 3-0, 35-28. We'll take a 2-minute break here. When we come back, we'll start our Palace Lounge post-game show. Again, 2-minute break. This is high school girls basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
This is Matt Miller, along with my wife, Dale.
As homeowners, we've been through the mortgage process several times, and each time we went to Mark and Cheryl Savitt at the Mortgage Center.
They treat you like family with personal one-on-one service, walking with you through the process from application to settlement.
Plus, low interest rates and closing costs.
The Mortgage Center is on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Phone 304-267-9040.
Or online at mortgagefinancing.com. NMLS number 237527, Equal Housing Lender.
Carpal tunnel syndrome affects 13 million Americans and left untreated can cause long-term debilitation. WVU Medicine Jefferson Medical Center recently became the first hospital in the region to offer carpal tunnel release with ultrasound guidance using the new Sonex Health SX1 microknife. CTR surgery is an outpatient procedure and most patients return to normal activities within 3 to 6 days. For more info, contact WVU Medicine Board Certified Orthopedic Surgeon Brad Wright at 304-725-2663.
Ollie's VIP Northside, the best spot in town to catch any game locally or nationally on one of their many flat-screen TVs around the bar or on their heated patio. And on Wednesday, March 17th, the VIP wants you to join them for some of their fantastic St. Patrick's Day specials, including grilled sea bass or Rob's Ridiculous Reuben with cornbread and cabbage. If you can't make it for dinner, they're also offering half-off appetizers during happy hour from 4 to 6 p.m. That's Ollie's VIP Northside at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. We'll see you for the game.
Carpet World is more than just carpet. Carpet World specializes in a complete selection of hardwood floors by respected names like Armstrong, Bruce, Shaw, and Mohawk, and tile by Dowell Tile, American Oleum, and Mannington for all rooms in your home. And Carpet World can update your bathroom shower with very attractive ceramic tile walls and floor. Financing with up to 12 months deferred interest is available, along with experienced quality installation at Carpet World, 2330 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. CarpetWorldofMartinsburg.com.
The final score for this evening, Musselman victorious over Spring Mills, 35-28. Spring Mills falls to 1-4 overall. Musselman improves to 3-0 on the season. What a game. That was a lot of fun. As we were saying at the break, Spring Mills had the chance to come back. As I mentioned during the broadcast, Cameron Cool had 2 steals in which they didn't get any points off of there in the final minute because of a traveling violation and then the ball going out of bounds. If they were able to get those you never know what could have happened.
Yeah, when I'm thinking about game management, clock management, I look at my notes, 35-26 on a timeout with 1:44 left. Final score, 35-28. Spring Mills needed to commit to either we're going to foul, we're going to try to take the ball out of Musselman's hands. They had 2 to give, and they just failed to execute. There were opportunities for steals they couldn't convert, and then the indecision with whether or not we're going to foul to regain possession, send Musselman to the free throw line and make them win there. But they didn't get the chance to do that.
These two teams will meet again, but it's not until the final games of the season, I believe for both teams. It's scheduled for April 10th there at Musselman High School. Let's take another 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll give you the scorers for both teams here on the Palace Lounge post-game show. Again, a 2-minute break for Back of the Studio. This is Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg offers hand-cut, locally sourced steaks, fresh seafood, and sandwiches with great daily specials like 75-cent wings all day Monday, prime rib on Tuesday, New York strip on Wednesday, and chef specials every Friday and Saturday. Ask for the lunch punch card and have lunch on the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard. And don't forget the Big Apple Lounge on Sater Drive in Inwood.
A reputation for caring, a legacy of service. At Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, it's been our story since 1880. A family-owned business, we support the needs and wishes of families. We offer traditional services, as well as many options for cremation, customized remembrances, and pre-planning. Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations retains its family atmosphere and stays true to its roots. Contact us for advanced planning, or at your time of loss. We're here when you need us.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Sorry, Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Erie Insurance.
Back here at the Cardinal Coliseum, Spring Mills High School. Musselman victorious over Spring Mills by a final score of 35-28. First, let's go over the Spring Mills scorers for this evening.
Yeah, Spring Mills in a losing effort, though. Great output. Freshman Faith Bush led the team with 11 points, followed by sophomore Maya Griffith with 9, and then 3 other scores. We had Taylor McIntyre with 3, Ella Jones with 3, and the junior Shia Domer with 2.
As for Musselman, tonight's leading scorer was Constant Ritchie with 11, followed by Allison Burnett with 9, and then Janiyah Lindsay with 5. And rounding it out is Kira Bennett and Kayla Fitzpatrick, both with 4 for Musselman. Musselman improving to 3-0 overall. Spring Mills falling to 1-4. Musselman victorious 35-28. Let's take our final 2-minute break here, and when we come back, we'll give you our upcoming broadcasts for the remainder of the week. Again, a 2-minute break on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Carpet World is more than just carpet. Carpet World specializes in a complete selection of hardwood floors by respected names like Armstrong, Bruce, Shaw, and Mohawk, and tile by Dowell Tile, American Oleum, and Mannington for all rooms in your home. And Carpet World can update your bathroom shower with very attractive ceramic tile walls and floor. Financing with up to 12 months deferred interest is available, along with experienced quality installation at Carpet World, 2330 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. CarpetWorldofMartinsburg.com.
Babe, I'm hungry.
Where do you want to go?
I don't know. You pick.
Chinese?
No, not feeling it.
Mexican?
No, we just had that over the weekend.
You pick.
Let's go to the Cider Press restaurant. They have a new smoker burger. I think you'd really like it.
The Cider Press restaurant inside Taylor's Farm Market has what you're craving, where the food is fresh and you feel right at home. Exit 5 right off I-81 in Inwood or online at ciderpressdeliandgrill.com.
Remember that last trip to the auto mechanic?
I also think your solenoid gasket is bad.
What?
Yep, that'll be another $500.
Forget that and go to D&N Auto Specialist at 230 Tavern Road, Martinsburg, where honesty is their best policy. Serving the Eastern Panhandle since 1974, D&N Auto is family-owned and operated, specializing in exhaust alignments and tires. From general maintenance to major overhauls, they'll treat you right. Call D&N Auto Specialist at 304-267-4078. All right, Matt, when it comes to flooring, you can't beat luxury vinyl. It's waterproof, easy to clean and maintain, extremely durable, and looks great.
Are you nuts? Hardwood flooring's the way to go. It's durable, easy to maintain, matches every decor, and increases the value of your home instantly.
All right, one thing we can agree on is Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring. They'll take care of you with great selection, service, and pricing.
Whether it's hardwood or luxury vinyl, call Trips at 304-229-7009.
Or visit Trips Floor.
And tomorrow start prepping for the next game. Oh. We are back here at Spring Mills High School. Musselman victorious 35-28 over the Spring Mills Cardinals. Musselman improving to 3-0. Spring Mills falling to 1-4. Our upcoming broadcasts tomorrow night, it's high school boys basketball with Matt Miller and Matt Crawford. It is Spring Mills at Martinsburg. The pregame should be starting around 7 o'clock with tip-off scheduled for 7:30. Our next girls basketball game is that following day, March 18th. It is Martinsburg at Spring Mills, so we will be back here at the Cardinal Coliseum. And then on Friday, March 19th, it's Martinsburg at Hedgesville boys basketball. Saturday, it is Hedgesville at Martinsburg girls basketball. So if you've been tuning in all week, 6 high school basketball games this week. So not only is there March Madness starting, which we didn't go over our brackets. Have you filled yours out yet?
Man, look, I am an old school Mike and Mike back in the day, the sheet of integrity. Let me tell you something. I'm excited about basketball this week. I'm excited about March Madness. I'm excited about Miller Time tomorrow on a special St. Patrick's Day edition on TV10 and WRNR at noon. But I'm not going to tell you who I'm picking because of my sheet of integrity. I cannot share that information with you.
I like you giving out a shout-out to Mike and Mike. I'll have to tell you the story of when I met them and also ran into Charles Barkley there at their show as well. So
I will tell you, Maryland will beat UConn. That's as far as I'm going to go for the sheet of integrity.
That's probably as far as they'll go as well in the tournament. So, again, final score, Musselman 35, Spring Mills 28. I'd like to thank our main presentation sponsors, Smallwood and Small Insurance, as well as the Cider Press restaurant there off Exit 5 in Inwood. This is the Palace Lounge post-game show. Thank you to all of our other sponsors. Thank you to Coach Gosk and Coach Elliott, as well as everyone else here from both high schools. This is Colin McLaughlin for Jim Klein, John Alderton, and Matt Crawford. This has been high school girls basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Have a good night, everyone.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
Smallwood and Small Insurance, 121 Administrative Drive, Martinsburg. Cider Press Restaurant, just off Exit 5 Inwood. Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring, 6342 Winchester Avenue, Inwood. Chris Ross with Milestone Realty, 105 Tavern Road, Martinsburg. The Mortgage Center, 115 Aiken Center, Martinsburg. Dynamark Atlantic Security, your local alarm professional. Holly's VIP North Side at 36 Veronica Drive, Martinsburg. Arndt McBee Insurance, Martinsburg and Berkeley Springs. And D&N Auto Specialist off Tavern Road, Martinsburg.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and NBA basketball, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. All rights reserved.